Morning, Admiral.
Lovely weather.
Mrs. Brill, is the nursery tidy?
As tidy as I can make it, ma'am.
Oh, if you know how hard it was to track her down.
Really, ma'am? Fancy that. Course they get through nannies for a flippin' pastime. Now when one returns they make this fearful fuss. Didn't like her much when she was here the last time.
At least she made it easier for both of us.
Mrs. Brill, it is her, isn't it? Well, I don't know who else. Why is it such a secret? Do you think that she's returned to get things back the way they were? I just know it must be her.
Oh my goodness, she's going to be here at any moment. Now where is George? George, dear. You're going to be surprised.
Winifred, you know very well that I hate surprises at the best of times.
Oh, not this one, George. I do believe you're going to be proud of me for once. Precision and order, it's perfectly true. Can really make a difference. I found her for you. Clear thinking, sound judgment, and now we'll regain a home you can be proud of in Cherry Tree Lane. Hurry up, everybody, into the hall. I want her to find everything. Spit, spot, spick, and span.
Spick and
Our sense of excitement is hard to contain. Order is returning. Wonder is returning. Someone is returning to Cherry Tree Lane.
Good morning.
Holy cow!
My dear Miss Andrew, it is so lovely to meet you at last. I do hope you had a good journey.
It was thoroughly unpleasant. I never enjoy travel. You must be poor George's wife. Your flower beds are disgracefully untidy. Just look at the dust there and there.
Well, we are rather short-staffed at the moment.
And hasn't anyone ever cleaned those curtains?
Now, just a minute.
Ah, you must be the children. Pity, I don't suppose you know who I am.
Yes, we do. You're the Holy Terror.
Impudent boy. You're Jane, I suppose? Why aren't you wearing any stockings?
I don't like them.
Tut! What manners! I can see there's not a moment to lose. These children have been spoiled. I've arrived here just in time. By chance I brought the punishment that best befits the crime. Brimstone and treacle and cod liver oil, liberal doses of each. These are the treats from which children recoil, the lessons I'm going to teach. Just follow my model and don't mollycoddle, it may lead the irksome to irk. So seek satisfaction from punitive action, brimstone and treacle will work. Open!
Does it taste as bad as it smells?
Worse.
Do I have to?
Well,
Open! Brimstone and treacle and carbolic soap, these are the tools of my trade. With spoonfuls of sugar you don't have a hope in seeing that changes are made. When manners are chronic, my tincture's the tonic that's certain to wipe off a smirk. So pour out a ration in matronly fashion. Brimstone and treacle will work. Your son will go to boarding school at once. As for the girl, I shall take charge of her myself. I won't stand for whining or whinging or whimpering, crying or lying or sobbing or simpering. I fear it's clear that in these two such bad habits lurk. First threaten to throttle, then uncord the bottle. Brimstone and treacle will work. Now show me to my room. Brimstone and treacle will work.
She can't stay. They'll have to dismiss her. You know, I'm disappointed. I thought it was going to be, you know, her with the umbrella.
What are we going to do? The only thing we can do. Run away.
Easy there. Your friend ain't gonna hurt you.
Oh, Bert, it's you. You're filthy.
Perhaps a smudge or two. Just so happens that today I'm a chimney sweep. Now, what's the matter? And who's after you?
The nastiest nanny in the world.
The nastiest nanny in the world, eh? Well, you two should know. You've been through enough of them. Is she really as bad as all that?
She looks like something that would eat its young. Miss Andrew is Daddy's nanny, which explains a lot. Poor Daddy. Ever since he stopped working, he just sits around and mopes. Mary Poppins used to say there was something we could do about it, but now it's too late.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I tell you what, why don't we start things off with a bit of a shake for good luck?
Why would shaking hands with you bring us luck?
Hasn't anyone ever told you it's lucky to shake a sweep's hand?
What do you do if you want some luck?
Well, I shake hands with myself. Now, what have we got here?
Oh, Michael, look, it's a real kite. What's the matter? You've always wanted to fly a proper kite. I've always wanted to fly one with Daddy.
Of course you have. But you need to know how it's done. Get some training in, and you'll make him the proudest father in the country.
You really think so? You're not just saying that.
But I say country. The whole bloomin' empire, more like. With tuppence for paper and strings, you can have your own set of wings. With your feet on the ground, you're a bird in flight, with your fist holding tight to the string of your kite. Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite.
Try again.
Try again.
What's this? What's this? We don't allow litter here.
It's not litter. It's a kite.
Ah, kite it is, eh? My word it is. You know, I haven't flown a kite since I was a boy. Little old boy. Ah, we should wind her up, give her a run, and away she'll go.
But I want to do it.
But you'll help me, won't you? Seeing as I haven't flown a kite since I was a boy.
Oh, all right.
When you send it flying up there, all at once you're lighter than air. You can dance on the breeze o'er houses and trees with your fist holding tight to the string of your kite. Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. Reel it in.
I can't. It's stuck. I'll help.
You can do it. Pull one more time. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Oh, let's go fly a kite.
Oh, Mary Poppins, I knew it. I knew you'd come back. Don't squeeze. I'm not a sardine in a tin. And where are your coats?
We didn't have time to put them on.
And why not, may I ask?
We've run away.
Have you indeed?
It's been so awful since you went away. Miss Andrews come and Daddy's ruined, and we never helped him like you wanted us to, and we were too stupid.
Oh, my eye, but your life's a tragedy. Now let's go home. And don't dawdle.
But she's there. She came this morning as a surprise for Daddy.
Did she? Well, maybe I'll be a surprise for her. That was a lovely greeting, Bird.
I meant it, Mary. Welcome. You're a sight for sore eyes.
You really are. Welcome back, Mary Poppins.
I told you they were good kids, Mary.
And I told you they were worth bothering with.
Now see here. It's against the regulations coming down from the sky like that. And where from? I'd like to know, eh? Where from?
If I were a park keeper, I should straighten my cap and button my coat. Come along, children.
Aren't you going to shake hands with Bert? Good luck.
No,
Why not? We have.
I don't need any luck, thank you.
Illusions may shatter, but memories stay. The things that really matter I lost on the way. The sovereign, the master, and long may he reign. The famous good for nothing of Cherry Tree Lane.
They'll find their way home in no time. Let's face it, ma'am, they had enough practice.
But this time they're not being naughty. I'm afraid I've made them unhappy. I'm afraid I've made everyone unhappy.
They'll turn up. Don't you worry.
George, dear, I know it hurts your pride, dear, but you can't just run and hide, dear. Why can't you see that I'm here, and I am on your side? Whenever you spoke of Miss Andrew, you showered the woman with praise. But now that I've met dear Miss Andrew, there are one or two things I'd rephrase. To think you were raised by that monster and carried that burden through life. If only you had seen that you could share it with your wife. Being Mrs. Banks, it's easy to forget the way I felt that summer's day, the day that we first met. Being Mrs. Banks, being kissed by you, a man of dreams who made me feel that wishes could come true. And now, although you're lost, it's time that we closed ranks. I'll fight for the man who needs freeing, for the real you who no one is seeing. And you'll find a way of just being Mr.
Maybe she's killed everybody. Maybe they're all dead.
Not like that, you stupid boy!
Well, they're not all dead. What's that noise?
It's a caged bird, I might have known. Did she? Well, frankly, that's not a surprise. Locked in this cage and not free in the skies for 2 years. How shameful. Yes, of course, that's a field I know well. An hour no longer, your wings will grow stronger. Once you are free from this cell.
What kind of...
It's a lock. You're seeing a caged lock for the first time. And the last. Oh, my pleasure. Don't mention it. I'm going downstairs to fetch Caruso, my lark. You stay and clean the grate again. So, You've decided to come crawling back, have you? I think we know what's needed now. Brimstone and treacle, my favorite liquor, that will make runaways stop. Impudent children respond so much quicker when forced to drink every last drop.
Is this what you're looking for?
Who are you?
I'm Mary Poppins,
Mary Poppins, but you've left without notice.
and I've come back without notice.
I see. And what do you expect me to do? Pack! Pack! You insolent young person! How dare you speak to me this way? Silly little girl with your newfangled methods. I bring up children so they know their place. Standing for tradition, I govern my charges.
Mishandled charges blow up in your face.
I brought up their father.
Well, that I don't doubt. You must be so proud at the way he turned out.
A shining example, a pillar,
A post, they all have their problems, but him more than most.
Caruso! Where's my Lord Caruso? You let my little ark out of its cage. Now you will bear the full brunt of my rage. Brimstone and treacle for you. Brimstone and treacle
Just a
for
spoonful
you.
of sugar.
Brimstone and treacle
Just a
for
spoonful of
you.
sugar.
Brimstone and treacle
Just a
for you.
spoonful of sugar. Ha, 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 I recognize fully that you are a bully who views cruel deeds as a pack. Well, now here's a cat because you've met your match. Brimstone and treacle.
Brimstone and treacle.
Brimstone and treacle. What?
Big spot.
Mary Poppins, wherever did you come from?
She came from a...
Michael? Jane? Michael? Oh, thank heavens! But I should be angry as anything if I weren't so pleased to see you. Where is Miss Andrew?
She left.
Left? Why?
She didn't give a reason, ma'am.
How peculiar. So, Mary Poppins, if you're back, are you going to stay?
I'll stay for as long as necessary, ma'am.
Well, last time you left without a word of notice. How do I know you won't do it again?
You don't?
Oh.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, Constable, so sorry to have bothered you, but they're quite all right. They're back, and...
Not all of them.
Oh,
We found this one wandering in the park.
George.
Where is she?
Miss Andrew. She left.
Left? But how?
Well,
She might have thought we were rude.
Rude? To Miss Andrews? Well, I cannot forgive it. But I'll try to forget it. In fact, I would have given you a sixpence if I had one.
George, you haven't noticed. Mary Poppins is back.
Is she? Mary Poppins? Well, well, I wonder if I might have a word. There's no point in beating about the bush. Things have not gone well for us since you left us.
About my wages, sir. I won't take any just now. I should prefer to let them accrue.
But, Mary Poppins, if only you knew how many payments are accruing as it is.
Is everything settled?
It is. Now I'd best get started. Come along.
Come along, dear. You made a wrong decision, but how bad can it be? And after so many years of good service, what's the worst that can happen?
Winifred, if I am to be dismissed by the bank, we'll be destitute. The servants will leave, the house will be repossessed, and we'll be outside with the children sitting on the frosty curbside.
Well, we'll still have what really matters. The children and each other.
You're practically perfect in every way.
I guarantee.
Practically perfect. We'll hope you'll stay.
No flags on me.
Uncanny and that is so hard to find.
Unique yet meek.
Unspeakably kind.
You're practically perfect. And yet I'm sure there's still room for improvement. A few games more.
Is that locket new?
And if it is,
What's inside it?
a portrait,
Whose?
you'll know when the time comes and not a moment before.
You going to stay this time, aren't you, Mary Poppins?
I'll stay until the chain breaks.
What chain?
Michael, you must be careful. The room's a bit excited to see me back, and you never know what might happen around a fireplace.
Michael, calm down this instant. Mary Poppins, I can't. Mary Poppins, what's going on? I'm getting sucked up a chimney. Help me, Mary Poppins. Hello there. Bert, what are you doing up here?
And where else should a chimney sweep be? A chimney swept, a secret kept, up here above the gables. Another world to be unfurled, it ain't just myths and fables. Chimney stack looks cold and black against a twilight sky. But never fear, there's warmth up here, perhaps you'll find out why.
What do I look like? That's better.
The world is awfully big up here, isn't it?
And what does that tell you?
That's roughly small and unimportant.
That's a matter of opinion.
Not us so much, but our troubles. They seem so big down in the nursery, but up here...
That's more like it. Troubles are never so bad from a little higher up. And always remember, there's plenty of folk ready to help you should you need them.
Who?
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cherry. Now guardian angels you don't often see. They're not highfalutin, not grand nor aloof. Nah, They're covered in soot, and they're upon your roof.
Chim chimney, chim chim cherry.
See, it's true.
Brush away the dirt and soot. Brush away your tears. Cobwebs that aren't swept away. Hang around for years. In all weathers of our lives, we can see for miles.
Step in
time.
We will step in
time.
Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. We will step in
time.
Over the rooftop, step in time. Over the rooftop, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Over the rooftop, step in time. Watch your step, but step in time. Watch your step, but step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Watch your step, but step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Kick your knees up, step in time.
Childhood is a step in time. Parenthood's the same. Never miss a chance to get it right.
Don't it seem a perfect rhyme? Don't it seem a shame?
When the steps aren't going as smoothly as they might.
Anthony, step in time. Anthony, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Anthony, step in time. Link your elbow, step in time. Link your elbow, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Link your elbow, step in time. Link your elbow, step in time. Step in time, step in time. the rooftops.
Over the rooftops. Over the rooftops. Over the rooftops. Over the rooftops. Over the rooftops, step in time. Over the rooftops, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme.
Over the rooftop, step in time.
Blink your elbow, step in time. Blink your elbow, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Blink your elbow, step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time.
Kick your knees up, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Kick your knees up, step in time. Step in time.
Step in time. Step, step, step,
Step in
step in
time.
time. Step, step, step.
Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. You kick your knees up, kick your knees up, kick your knees up, kick your step, 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 step. You never need a reason, step in time. Down the chimney, step in time. Down the chimney, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Down the chimney, step in time. Back to the nursery, step in time. Back to the nursery, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Back to the nursery, step in time.
Special delivery for George Banks, Esquire.
Special delivery?
Special delivery, step in time. Special delivery, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Special delivery, step in time.
Time to go now. Good luck, Governor. Good luck, Governor, step in time. Good luck, Governor, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Good luck, Governor, step in time.
We had a lovely time.
Your plumbing's backed up, Governor.
Cheerio, Governor.
Not so fast. Dance now. Jane, you too. Mary Poppins, would you be good enough to explain?
First of all, I would like to make one thing perfectly clear.
Yes?
I never explain anything. Come along, children.
It's happened. The chairman wants to see me at the close of business. Tonight.
Tonight? Well, I'm going to come with you and jolly well give your chairman a piece of my mind.
That would only make matters worse. We might as well face it. In just a few hours, I will have joined the ranks of the unemployed.
Oh, George, are you sure?
Quite sure. So we'd better make some plans.
You don't mean your mother's vase? Won't you miss it terribly?
Needs must, my dear. We've always said we were saving it for a rainy day. And tomorrow looks set to pour.
Oh, George, do be careful. The heirloom! Mrs. Brill, let's go to the kitchen, shall we? You'd better sit down.
Well, I never. So that's where I put them.
What are they?
The stars. Gingerbread stars I once hid from my nanny. I always knew I'd put them someplace where no one could find them. The trouble was, I couldn't find them either.
They're very bright.
Aren't they? Even after all this time.
Here, let me give you a hand.
I used to dream that when I grew up I'd learn everything there was to know about the stars. Funny, I haven't thought about all that in years. I'm not usually sentimental.
It's good to look back sometimes.
Is it? I'm not so sure. A man has dreams of walking with giants to carve his niche in the edifice of time. Before the mortar of his zeal has a chance to congeal, the cup is dashed from his lips, the flame is snuffed of warning. He's brought to rack and ruin in his prime.
Life's a rum go, Governor, and that's the truth.
You know what I think? It's that Mary Poppins, from the moment she stepped into this house, things began to happen to me. My world was calm, well-ordered, exemplary. Then came this person with chaos in her wake. And now my life's ambitions go with one fell blow. It's quite a bitter pill to take. It's that Poppins woman, she's responsible for all this.
I know the very person. What's that thing she's always saying? A spoonful of sugar, that is all it takes. It changes bread and water into tea and cakes. A spoonful of sugar goes a long, long way. So have yourself an healthy helping every day.
A healthy helping of trouble, if you ask me.
Like you say it, Governor. You've got to grind, grind, grind at that grindstone. Though childhood slips like sand through a sieve, and all too soon they've up and grown, and then they've flown, and it's too late for you to give just that spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down, the medicine go down, the medicine go down. Well, good luck, Governor.
Thank you, Bert, and good luck to you too.
Father, we've come to say goodnight.
Ah, yes. Good night.
Daddy, do you remember when we came to the bank?
Yes?
Well, we were each given a sixpence and told to spend them carefully.
Excellent advice. That's exactly what you should do. What did you buy with them?
Nothing yet. We've kept them, and now we've decided to give them to you.
I suppose Mary Poppins put you up to this?
No, she hasn't said a word about it, but we know things have been rough for you lately, and we haven't really been much help. So we thought a little bit of cash might loosen things up. It's a whole shilling.
Thank you.
Daddy, we do love you, you know.
Jane,
Yes?
do you remember you once asked me who Neleus's father was? It was Poseidon, king of the sea. Good night.
Mummy, Daddy's really worried, isn't he?
Yes, he is. But always remember that he loves you very much. And that's far more important than jobs or houses or anything else.
Are you going to the bank with him?
I wish I could, but he won't let me. If only there was someone to stand up for him, to take his part, to show him what he's really like inside.
Why can't he do that for himself?
Because he's a man, and a very proud one.
Then you must go.
I'd like to, but I'm afraid that just isn't possible.
Why?
Because I'm a woman.
Mary Poppins says anything is possible if we can only get out of our own way.
You don't really believe that, Mary Poppins, do you?
Anything can happen if you let it. Sometimes things are difficult, but you can bet it doesn't have to be so.
Changes can be made. You can move a mountain if you use a larger spade.
Anything can happen, it's a marvel.
You can be a butterfly or just stay larval. Stretch your mind beyond fantastic. Dreams are made of strong elastic.
Take some sound advice and don't forget it.
Anything can happen if you let it.
I wonder.
Anything can happen if you let it.
No one knows a challenge until you've met it.
No one does it for you.
No one but yourself. Vacillating violets get left up on the shelf. Anything can happen, just imagine.
That should be my epitaph. I wear the badge in honor of this world's free thinkers.
Those who see beyond their blinkers.
Jelly isn't jelly till you set it. Anything can happen if you let it.
If you reach for the stars, all you get are the stars. But we've found a whole new spin. If you reach for the heavens, you get the stars thrown in. The birds tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, sir, only tuppence a bag.
I would take it as a great favor if you would kindly feed them for me.
Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag.
In order, paying one's debts, risking our investments, hedging our bets,
Mr. Banks is here.
Come in, Banks.
trading in futures, jobs on the line.
Well, Banks, how did it happen? You turned down a scheme that was bound to make millions, and we want to know why.
Then I'll tell you. I refused Mr. Von Hustler because his scheme was hollow. It had no plot, it had no substance, it had no meaning outside of the walls of a bank. Oh yes, he told me about his assets and profits and growth, but there wasn't a single word about people. And I know that if a man puts any real value on human life, then as far as you're concerned, he's a washout. But I'm afraid that I do value it, gentlemen. In short, George Banks, Esquire, has rediscovered the human race. I apologize for ruining the bank, but I do not apologize for understanding that there are more important things in life than making money.
Ruining the bank? Ruining the bank? Ruining the bank? My dear chap, what are you talking about? You've saved our bacon. Von Hulter's scheme ruined our rival. You've saved us from the nastiest scheme since the records began. We don't want your apologies. We're offering ours.
Oh, my word.
And another thing. Do you remember giving a loan to a fellow named Northbrook? Well, he's repaid it and is opening 2 new factories. With the prices you negotiated, we look set to make a fortune.
Oh, my word.
Well, that's just it. We do very much hope you'll tell us how you did it. Just give us the word. It'll be quite safe with us.
Give you the word? Give you the word? I'll give you the word, all right. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now, Banks.
Forgive him. It's not his fault. It's all because of his nanny, Miss Andrew.
Holy cow! She taught me everything I know.
And now's your chance to forget it.
That's right, and if you want to fight about it, you've come to the right woman.
It's all right, Winifred, it's all right. I haven't lost any money at all. I've made the bank a fortune.
Really?
Madame, if you please, we still have some business to conduct. Well, Banks, by way of recompense, we'd like to offer you the job of senior manager at double your current rate.
Exactly how much has he made for you?
Triple. Quadruple your present rate.
Close your mouth, George. We are not a godfish.
Well, Banks?
I accept. But you must understand one thing. From now on, my family comes first.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Winifred, I'm afraid I've underestimated you. How can you forgive me?
How can you ask?
It was selfish of me to keep you off the stage. You'll want to go back, and I won't mind if you do.
No, I loved it, but I found a role I rather prefer, and it's going to keep me extremely busy for a very long time.
Anything can happen, raise the curtain. Things you thought impossible
will soon seem certain, though at first it may sound clownish. See the world more upside downish. Turn it on its head, then pirouette it. Anything can happen if you let it.
If you reach for the stars, all you get are the stars. But we found a whole new spin. If you reach for the heavens, you get the stars thrown in.
Phileas and Poseidon will live happily ever after, won't they, Mary Poppins?
Of course.
Oh, Mary Poppins, way up in the heavens. Do you think we'll ever go there?
Yes, someday.
Really? Will it be soon?
Oh no, not for a very long time. Just keep an eye on the stars. Here.
But it's your telescope.
So it is. Keep it if you like. It's a present. Now run along. It's getting cold.
I love you, Mary Poppins.
You're a fine boy, Michael Banks, and one day you will make a fine man.
It makes me so anxious when you talk like that.
Like what?
All gentle and kind and not a bit like you. Do be cross, Mary Poppins. Do be cross again.
Is that the thanks I get for the trouble I've taken?
That's better.
Those a dainty bird.
They're yours, Mary. I painted them. For you. It's tonight, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye, bird. With every job, when it's complete, there is a sense of bittersweet. That moment when you know your task is done. Though in your heart you'd like to stay, to help things on their way. You've always known they must do it alone. There. Practically perfect. And I hope it remains so.
What happened? Something's changed. Oh look, it's Mary Poppins' locket. Oh, the chain's broken. Remember? I'll stay till the chain breaks. There's a note, too. What does it say? Michael had the telescope, so this is for you. Look, it's signed. It's a picture of the three of us. And the note's signed, from Mary Poppins, with a great deal of love.
Mary Poppins?
She's gone.
Gone? How peculiar.
She'll be back. Now, what do you think of this?
It's wonderful.
Could we fly it together?
Oh, Daddy. Mary Poppins won't be coming back. She's gone forever.
My dear, how could you possibly know such a thing?
Because we don't need her anymore. And other families will. Won't they, Daddy?
They will.
What if she's right, George? And we really could do without another nanny from now on. What do you think?
I think you better come and dance with me.
George, this is serious.
Look! Wasn't that a shooting star I saw?
Here, you can borrow my telescope.
I was right. Wish on it, children. My dearest love.
We'll never forget you, Mary Poppins. We'll never forget.